Hello everyone. I'm excited to bring this sequence to you about using the video tools inside of Photoshop. I know it's a bit of a surprise sometimes that Photoshop has video tools, but if you think about it, Photoshop is a raster editing tool. And what is video if not but a large sequence of all these raster images in a row, right? So it makes sense to have Photoshop be able to do a little bit of it. Now, it's not the most powerful video editing tool. That's more for something like Premiere Pro or After Effects, okay? But it does have some basic tools in there. So if you get out into the field and you find that you don't have a lot of extra resources for lots of different Adobe subscriptions, and you have to choose maybe just one product to get you by, I would say choose Photoshop. And this is why. Photoshop has the raster tools, it has a little bit of the vector tools, and it has the video tools. So it can get you by in a pinch. Okay, so let's get started and dive deeply into the video as much as we can into that for this week and next week. So launch Photoshop if you have not done so already. Click on a new file. And I would like you to go to the Film and Video tab, please. Choose the HDTV 1080p and the 1920 by 1080 pixel wide and tall setting with the 72 ppi resolution. Make sure your orientation is set to landscape rather than portrait. Leave the color mode set to RGB 8-bit and the background content set to white. Now, because you have had that painting course, you understand that if you change the color, the channel to 16-bit or 32-bit, you're going to be getting a lot more digital information. But we are going to deliver this via the web. And web servers don't like all that extra information, okay? So leave this set at 8-bit for now. Click Create. Now, you will notice that the color of my guides are red. That has nothing to do with anything. It's just because I wanted them to stand out a little bit more because of teaching purposes. I found that it was kind of difficult to see them on the video. Leave yours set to what they are. I wanted to make sure that you know that when you open this up, you're going to see the title safe and you're going to see the action safe guides. From the article that you read, you know that this area within that first set there, that is where you're going to keep all of your text. Everything that moves on the page should be set within the next area, and no action should take place around the edge, okay? And that is because we know that different viewing ports have different sizes, right? And you read that in your articles. So we're going to try to stick by that. So basically that is how you set up your document. Now, the other thing that you need to know about is you may not be able to see the video workspace. So let's change that now. Come up to Window, and then I want you to come down to Workspace, and then choose Motion. Now, here's the next important thing. If you don't do this step correctly, you won't be able to see the video timeline. There are two options to make motion graphics inside of Photoshop. If you look here, down here in the timeline, you have a drop down. There's one that says Create Video Timeline, and then there's one that says Create Frame Animation. This week, we are doing Create Video Timeline. Okay, that's the one you want. The second one will show you how to do animated GIFs, but that is next week's lecture, okay? Today, click on Create Video Timeline. And then I want you to click on the button again, and you will have something that looks like this: layer 0 and audio track. All right, you can twirl open layer 0 and you will see that you are able to work with things for position, opacity, and style. Okay, you can make the track, you can zoom in on the track by dragging the scroll bar here. So this little mountain here, it means, hey, make the zoom smaller, or the large one says make the zoom larger. Okay. This down here at the bottom is the number of seconds or partial seconds that you're in. Okay. So this says, hey, you're at 2 seconds. This says, hey, you're at 20 frames. And if you need more frames, you just simply drag it to the right. Okay, more time, drag it to the right. You need less, you just drag it to the left. Okay, so we've looked at how to create a document. We've looked at how to add time or remove time from your timeline. And we've looked at how to twirl open your layers. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the next video.